many consecutive Christmas #1s have X Factor winners had? The answer is 4.
Yes, indeed. The seasonal nightmare that is the X Factor began 4 years ago when Shane Ward hit #1 with That's My... Who? No idea. 2006, it was Leona Lewis with A Moment Like This. 2 Christmases ago, some bloke called Leon Jackson with When You Believe.
When he's cleaning windows, that's what he'll be doing.
And last year, Alexandra Burke and Hallelujah. But who will it be this Christmas? First, though, this internet drive to stop some X Factor no-mark walking off with this year's Christmas #1. What do we think? 600,000 people have pledged online to buy a single called Killing in the Name Of by American punksters Rage Against the Machine from this Sunday, because next week's sales will determine this year's Christmas chart. Don't buy it today, got to wait till Sunday. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. It's an entirely fan-driven campaign. It has nothing to do with the band. And it seems like an awful lot of people don't want Essex Ollie, Geordie Joe or Airhead Stacey to earn Simon Cowell another shed load of cash. The campaign mastermind is a guy called John Mortar, and he says he's fed up with Cowell's stranglehold on the Christmas #1 slot and decided to champion Killing in the Name Of instead with its catchy sing-along chorus of F you, I won't do what you tell me, F you, I won't do what you tell me. Here's a short clip which thankfully doesn't contain any swearing. I won't do what you tell me! Happy Christmas, everybody. John Mortar organised a similar campaign last year. You may remember this. He urged fans to buy Jeff Buckley's version of Hallelujah instead of Alexandra Burke's karaoke version and nearly pulled it off. Buckley came in at #2. Now, Burke sold 576,000 copies of her version, so if history repeats itself and all 600,000 pledgers go on to buy the Rage Against the Machine song, Cowell will have a bloody nose for Christmas. And he's furious! It's a stupid, cynical campaign aimed at me, which is gonna spoil the party, he moaned. It treats people who enjoy the X Factor as if they're stupid. And your point is, Simon? So, who's up for a bit of Rage Against the Machine, Gail?
Yeah, I've joined. Yeah, I'm Facebook's up, I'm Twittered up, yeah. I'm buying 2. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to buy 5. I'm going to buy 1 every day next week, Monday to Friday. I love it. They're one of my favourite bands ever, and I can't stand the X Factor. I just can't watch. Oh, I hope my daughter... No, she's all right. She's in the other room. She's not watching. She loves it, bless her. Well, she's 7, you know. Yeah. She'll get out of it by the time she's 8. It's the bright lights.
It's true.
It is.
All kids love it.
So, yeah, it's all that. No, I absolutely love the band. I've seen them live. They're amazing.
Is it cynical?
It's not cynical. I think it's great fun. I've had enough of this. You know, it used to be... I used to do Top of the Pops. I used to love all the excitement of what's going to be #1. Now, like you say, the past 4 years, you think X Factor, X Factor, X... This is a bit of fun. This feels a bit naughty and wrong, which I like.
Yeah. Also, would you be tempted?
I actually now go to the gym. I have to check. I go
to the
gym. Doing all this stuff, and I go actually now thinking, I hope the X Factor. I have to go at different times to avoid the X Factor. I watched it a few times, and I just thought, I don't care one little bit about anyone in it.
So, would you be prepared to spend a couple of pounds on this single?
Now, do you know what I would rather do? I would rather ask everyone to go and buy a copy of the King's College Choir at Cambridge singing carols and something like Once in Royal David City and all that. I'd say, come on, fellas, get back the spirit of Christmas. I mean, I'm sure Rage Against the Machine and Killing in the Name is a wonderful thing, but I don't think Rage and Killing is quite what I want for Christmas. Okay. I want Once in Royal David City, sung by a lovely little choir all by himself.
Can't please everyone all of the time. Steve?
Well, there was a time when you're growing up when the Christmas #1 was kind of a sacred thing where you could gather, you know, you'd listen to the radio and think, who's going to be #1, who's going to be #1? Now it doesn't matter because everyone knows that people like Cowell have got a stranglehold on the music industry, and there's so many little offshoots of his company, and he's taken the kind of competitive element out of it by kind of owning talent shows, which not only have you got the X Factor people, you've got Sue Boyle as one of the album.
There's another Christmas contender, isn't there, Gail?
There is?
Oh, yeah.
Yes. I'm in a video for Shelter, the homeless charity, and we're doing a...
Who wants to have a look? Who wants to have a look?
Have you got it?
Yeah?
Oh,
Run the tape.
Thanks for that.
Nice one. Now, what about you at home? Who's up for Rage Against the Machine this Christmas, Kirsty?
First, I just want to say you look beautiful in that video.
You really did, yes.
Thanks. What, me the baby? Could you tell the difference?
first up, Matthew, I thought I'd let you know we've got an email here from Tracy Mortar, and it was her and her husband that started the group.
John's missus, yeah.
Do tell Matthew, I'm sorry we didn't choose Hawkwind for the campaign. But you know what us breeders are like, taking your trust fund money, annoying Simon Cowell. Perhaps next year, The best bit for me about all of this madness is the money we have raised for shelter, on the way to £6,000 now after only a few days.
Good for them, good for them. OK.
We've got Joe on line 1.
Joe, good morning.
Good morning, Matthew.
You fancy going for it, signing up?
Absolutely, absolutely. I'd just like to thank Simon Cowell for his rage against rage yesterday, because he's got more publicity for us than, 500,000 have done in a week.
Do you think everyone's going to buy that's pledging? I mean, that's the question. Are people actually going to spend the money?
Oh, yeah. The thing is, actually staying on the Facebook group, you see the number of people coming back, the number of different people who are absolutely, definitely going to buy the track. And the thing is as well, besides the Facebook group, there's loads of people who aren't on Facebook that now that this has hit the media properly are going to be coming in. We've heard stories that HMV are actually trying to get hold of physical copies of the disc so it can be sold for next week. But the thing is, you've got to download it from Sunday to Saturday next week. And Steve Brookstein...
Who? Who?
Exactly, who? Who, another X Factor winner who Cowell has dumped, has actually come on board on the campaign today.
I love a bitter and twisted former pop star that no one's ever heard of. Brilliant. Thank you, Joe. Let's have another.
We've got Tracy, who wrote the email. She's on line 3.
Tracy, good morning.
Oh, good morning,
Matthew. Thank you for the Hawkwind mention. Next year, I'll hold you to it. It's a great seasonal record you've chosen, isn't it?
Yes, it is. I think we had to choose a strong song. I mean, obviously, we only started the group for fun. You don't think people are actually going to join. But a strong song seems to have got everybody involved, to sort of like wipe the slate clean. Hopefully, if it does work, in future, we'll have a fairer race to Christmas #1.
We can live in hope. Just tell me something. I didn't know about the chat, because I'm not on Facebook, despite the guy that keeps imposturing me. Imposing me? Impostering me? Anyway, being me. Pretending to be me. Anyway, what is the charity angle, Tracy?
Well, obviously, most Christmas records give some proceeds to charity, including X Factor. And we thought it wouldn't be fair to have all this attention and not have someone benefit from it. So we started a group, a Just Giving page for shelter on just Sunday afternoon, and we've already raised nearly £6,000.
Oh, that's brilliant. I mean, it's absolutely brilliant. More power to you, Tracy. The revolution starts here. Yeah, a round of applause. Come on, they deserve it. And if you want...
So between Tracy's one and our one with the Chris Rea one, they're both going for shelter, so it's a double whammy. Well done, Tracy.
And if you're missing out on your Hawkwind fix, they are in Manchester tonight, Sheffield tomorrow, and I'll be there with them on London Shepherd's Bush Empire on Sunday. Oh, that went down well.
I'm coming.
You're going to go.
I'm coming on Sunday.
OK. After the break, Oz is going to be taking us through his favourite festive tipples. We got reds, we got whites, we've got sparkly stuff too. And don't forget, if you've got a question for Oz, he's only a phone call away. 0207 173 5555 is the number. You've got to dial, and you've got to dial it now. No point waiting. Festive wines and fizz with this man, Oz. Straight after another short break. We'll see you on the other side of the ad.
On average, how many litres of wine does the average Brit drink a year? 8, 28 or 48? Find out after the ads.